Welcome back. The Namib Desert Environmental Education Trust, NaDEET, is a vibrant environmental education organization where children and adult participants learn firsthand about sustainable living, biodiversity and the balance between humans as well as the environment. We spoke to educator as well as communications officer of the Namib Desert Environmental Education Trust, Panduleni Handongo, who gave us more insight on what the center offers as well as the importance of sustainable living. Let's take a look.
Namib Desert Environmental Education Trust is a vibrant environmental education organization where children and adult participants learn firsthand about sustainable living, biodiversity, and the balance between humans and the environment. At the core of NaDEET's programs, they have an environmental education center located on the Namib Rand Nature Reserve, where environmental literacy and outreach programs complement the center's activities and expand its reach nationwide. We spoke to educator and communications officer of the Namib Desert Environmental Education Trust, Panduleni Handongo, who gave us more insight on what the center offers and the importance of sustainable living.
So basically at NaDEET Center, we have hands-on programs that are focused on primary school, secondary schools, communities, and as well as educators or youth groups. And with these programs, we try and tackle issues of the environment from the areas or the angles that people will basically understand them. So we focus on theme areas such as water, waste, biodiversity, and energy.
This here is an organic compost for our uncooked food. So our food waste from groups goes into this compost, which is basically decomposed to produce fertilizers for basically gardening. So we use the fertilizer from here into our garden. And we make sure that this food doesn't smell and it doesn't go to waste. At least we make efficient use of this.
How to live a sustainable lifestyle. These are basically giving tips and also practical hands-on activities on how to practice sustainable lifestyles at home or basically wherever in the environment they find themselves.
So this is a solar oven, one of the alternative cooking methods. Namibia is blessed with sunshine, and you could use this instead of an electric stove or firewood. You could use this to prepare different meals that you would normally cook in the oven. And with this, you totally do it at no cost. The only cost you have is to purchase this, and otherwise the sun does everything for you. So it's something that can be used in almost all the environments of Namibia, since we have sunshine everywhere.
Sustainable living is basically living in harmony or having an understanding of your environment and also the resources that you depend on, the resources that you utilize as a human being that you need for your survival. So sustainable living basically enables you to understand the relationships, the dynamics of what your choices or your impacts on the environment and on the resources are. So what we do at NaDEET is to basically teach people to how to use their resources sustainably. That means using resources efficiently to enable them to use them for a longer period and also to conserve them for future generations.
So this here is an experiment that demonstrates how a simple act such as changing your light bulb from a compact fluorescent to an LED light bulb can save you some money. So here we see if we turn on the light bulb, we can get the reading of how much energy it's using and also how much heat it produces, which tells you whether or not the bulb uses energy efficiently. So we also have the cost for buying the product and the long run cost, which looks at how much energy it uses and how much that costs you in the long run. So this compares the different types of light bulbs that are on the market, and it gives you a chance for the consumer to determine which light bulb is best for them and also best for the environment, because you do not want something that is using so much energy and so much of your money.
We have very few visitors coming in due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Of course, we have seen visitors dropping, but also basically the place itself is pretty new. This center is pretty new. It's a year old and we are not yet famous, so that has also contributed to the number of visitors that we have. But we are in Swakopmund and it's a tourist attraction place. So we have various tourists that come in from different areas, and we hope that in the near future we'll have more visitors and also local people that are visiting this center. The main goal for this center is basically to teach people how to live sustainable within their households. So basically it's to give tips on how to conserve for themselves and also for the environment. So it's topics such as energy and seeing how our energy use patterns can be changed to help save the cost of energy to us and also to save energy for the future generations. And basically the tips that we give here are not say mandatory tips for you to go and apply at your house, but it's a various range of tips on conservation, protection of the environment, that you can choose for yourself what you can apply and what you can also change within your daily habits so that it benefits you and it also benefits the environment. So what we look forward to is basically having more school programs and also visitors that we address urban issues for sustainable cities, and also to help promote the sustainable development goals and help communities realize that they can take action for themselves and also for their environment and basically for the world.